Simon, I'll ask about Mitch first. You've been together since the start of this club to get to 300. And I obviously wasn't all with the Phoenix, but what does he mean to this team?
Everything. It's the heart and soul of the joint since the moment he put pen to paper. We're all privileged to be a teammate of his. And I know that, I'm not a big milestone guy, but I know the team was up for him today. There was talk about during the week that this is important for us to do our best with Creaky celebrating that milestone. So I think that was a real show of the respect that his teammates have for him.
Now it's in the books. How does it sit with you, Mitch?
I don't know. I didn't really make much of a fuss of it. Everyone thought it was a big deal, but probably me. You play 300 games, and I still feel like it's. Someone goes, does it feel like 300, or does it feel like it's going quick or slow? And I say, it feels like it's going really quick, and it honestly feels like 150 games have been played. I don't know. It's just a number, but I think I said it with on our Phoenix page. It's not really about the number of games you play. It's about how many people you can affect in a positive manner to, whether it's bringing a little bit of energy, a bit of fun, a bit of spice, creating a rivalry, whether it's picking someone up off the floor from a crowd's perspective as well that came to the game a little flat and they wanted to watch their team play well, and they see me running around with blonde hair, causing a ruckus or bumping someone over or hanging onto a ball with Sam Froling for too long, just stupid shit where it's like people enjoy that kind of stuff and they enjoy me doing it, I guess, the way I've wanted to. Simon touched on it pre-game and he's like, you did it your way. You did 300 games in the NBL your way. You've never, not in a bad way, but you had never listened to how it should be done. You just did it the way you wanted to, and it's commendable. And I feel like I've always been my authentic self, whether people like me or not. I don't give a shit, but it's just me. And love me or hate me, it's okay with me. I'm still going to come and play hard for my team and play hard for Simon and Tommy and everyone else in between that's a Phoenix supporter.
You and Sam are holding the ball there for quite a while. Are you saying anything to each other? And how long are you willing to
I was not letting that thing go, man. There's a thing called just winning the small battles. And there was no way. And I kind of just, at a certain point, just lulled him into, I'll let go and you want to let go. If you let go, I'll let go. And then I just snatched it and pulled it out, and I feel like I won that. So, yeah, I'll beat you, Sam.
Defense, Simon. Offensively, Illawarra hasn't had a great season, but what did you think of the defensive performance today?
At times it was really good. I thought we let ourselves down at times as well. We turned the ball over a little bit and got them out and running. Second chance shots, we gave up too many O-boards in a chunk of time there, which didn't please me. And I thought there was periods where we weren't getting up the floor enough and impacting the ball, and they found a little bit of comfort there. We made the adjustments and we rekindled the effort. But for us to be the team that we can be at that end, we shouldn't need a little jab in the ribs. We should be ready to go each and every time. So still some things to work on there for us. But, if it was any other team in the league, we'd all be saying what a great defensive effort it was. But because it was us,
come on now,
we'll just say that we had a great offense.
We don't play defense. Come on, Simon.
Don't be silly. Alan Williams, in this league, sometimes, in recent times anyway, big men that sort of play a lot back to the basket aren't necessarily featured, or perhaps aren't necessarily dominant players, but he seems to have figured it out really quickly on offense. What do you credit him to?
He's been a dominant player wherever he's gone, whether it be college, G League, even the NBA. He got buckets, killed it in Russia, and he's killing it here in the NBL. He's just got amazing touch. He's a unique talent. Going into the post is not unusual for us. We're by far the most post heavy team, and we were last year as well. We've still got Joe to plug in there as well when he gets healthy and get more touches out of it. And when you got the shooting that we have, and not that we've shot the ball great on the season, but we have the capability of shooting the ball, it's hard to go send a double down to a guy like that. He's a guy who's all over the world, been a dominant player down there, and it doesn't surprise me that he's found his touch early in his NBL career.
Mitch was talking about energy and firing up the crowd as well. I don't know, maybe you answer this, Mitch, but he's got a million different celebrations. He's always interacting with the crowd in some way. What is his personality bring to this team?
I mean, you just got to watch him play, and it's his personality. He's got some highs, he's got some lows, but there's always a happy medium of constant energy. And sometimes, I think probably 80% of the time, same as me, it's probably 80% of the time it's in the right place. 20% of the time it probably hurts us a little bit. But it's when it's more good for you, then it's great. And then when it gets a little bit skewed south, that's when we expect Simon, myself, Rowdy, Kyle to pull it in and say, hey, it's okay, we got this. But that kind of energy is infectious in the group. Anzac touched the floor tonight. You know, how pumped was the entire crowd? They were more excited about that than any milestone because he gives so much energy. Source does the same thing, but from on the court. So when you have that infectious energy, it just bleeds through the group, and we get results like we did tonight based off the fact that someone like him can go and make an energy play, yell and scream for no real reason. He can just drop off, lay it up, and run down the other end. And you're like, I don't know if that was really necessary, but good on him. Like, sweet. Because then the next guy feels a bit better about himself, or he has a bit of a laugh. And that's, I guess, a good way to play basketball because he enjoys it. There's not a possession he doesn't enjoy in basketball. So when I see that, it's easy for me to do the exact same thing, and that's why we feed off each other so well, and a big reason why we wanted him here so much.
Just the depth of scoring options. I think I asked Simon a few weeks ago. There was a game where you came out of the game with 3 minutes to go or something like that, and I said that's not something this team would have been able to afford to do in recent years. When you have so many different options around you, what does that do for you?
Fuck, it's probably the first time we've done that, man. I tell you what, already my body's like, whoo, yeah, this is good. It's a credit to how we've recruited. It's a credit to Simon and the 1 bazillion hours he puts in the off season. The man didn't take a day off all off season, and we had to basically force him into a recovery session at some point in time in his life because the man works so damn hard. But now it's a credit to the pieces he's added to this team, to this franchise, and also in the coaching staff. He's got guys in now that, you know, complement us really well, and we're all flowing in the same direction. So to have 5 guys in double digits, you know, Rowdy had a really hot first half, doesn't play a lot in the second half. You know, Ruben played a very pivotal part in this game, has no points. But his ability to defend, to get deflections, to be in the right spot, to box out, to rebound, that's what we worry about, not having 5 guys in double figures. It's our guys going to box out, tag up, and run in the right spots. And we've got that. We're buying into it, and now it's becoming a part of our winning culture. And it's defense first, and offense flows off of that.
Simon, was there an intent to get the ball up quickly, not necessarily to run, but it seemed like there were a lot of early advances, things like that, to get guys into stuff quickly? Was that something that you went into this game knowing you were going to do?
We always want to play with pace. I think that's when we're playing at our best from an offensive standpoint. We're able to turn them over a little bit, which helped us get up and down the floor. But also their press, they're 1-2-2. We certainly wanted to attack that and see if we can get early offense out of it. If we couldn't, then bring it back out and try and execute against the zone. If we can try and execute before that zone set up, then that was certainly an area of the game that we talked about, seeing if we could take advantage of.
Over the past few weeks, we've seen Trey sort of get into himself. Seems like you've put the ball in his hands a little bit more lately. Is that intentional? Is that a way to get him going?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Anyone who's familiar with his career knows that he can play both positions in the backcourt. He was recruited to come in and do that. With his injuries in the pre-season, he wasn't able to get the reps. He had 5 weeks on the sideline. We initially brought him in. I think he had half dozen training sessions at the 2. Then he got injured, missed 5 weeks. And as he's worked his way back in, we've slowly started to throw the ball to him at practice at the point guard position. He's someone that we will get more reps there. He's a different kind of player there. He's not blistering speed, but he gets where he wants. And I can kind of associate with that. It's a really, he's got a lot of gifts and makes great decisions, and him playing more minutes there will strengthen us because it's the yin and yang with him and Gary. Gary going to beat you with a handle, Gary going to beat you with his speed, and then all of a sudden it's a change of pace, and it causes disruption to the defense.
How impressed are you with how this team, given 3 new imports to the league, rallied around the guys when late in the game, you know, everyone was up, the crowd was up. You know, how much confidence does that give you that this team has what it takes to go all the way, knowing that these new guys can you know, contribute to that sort of
I think any team that's going to make an impact in our league has to have a lot of love and care for their teammates, because the evenness of the league, it's those intangibles to be able to celebrate your teammates' success is something that's really important, and I enjoy seeing that. Now, Anzac is a very similar personality type to Sauce, in that he is up and about and he brings so much confidence, so much celebration to the guys who play big minutes. It would be rather rude of those guys not to reciprocate. And I think everyone in the crowd obviously enjoyed his minutes. You know, he's someone that we're very fond of, and someone that we're hoping is part of our club for a number of years to come.
Kyle, was a game time decision today. Is he obviously disappointed not to play 200 in front of the home crowd? But,
Cricky pulled rank. He said, "I don't share milestones. You can take yours to New Zealand."
We did paper, scissors, rock. I won.
Yeah, look, he's he had a little fall, and he's hurt his knee, and he should be fine for the next round. He could have played today, I think, but he didn't get the training session in with full contact that we needed to pass him fit.
How do you celebrate 300? What's in the cards?
Going to Vapiano's. I'm going to eat 17 pizzas. It's going to be sick. Can't wait. Big crew of 20 of us.
All good.
Sweet.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Yo.
Yeah, sorry, Simon, just a quick one on Thursday night's game. Obviously, last time you played at Rakers, you played really well against them. What are your thoughts on now taking them on in the form that they're in at the moment on Thursday night?
Look forward to it. You know, we're both coming off pretty big wins. They're a team we've had a lot of success against. I think we've won, including practice games, like 14 of our last 15 games against them. So we have a level of confidence when we go up against New Zealand to do well. But we're also very respectful and mindful that they're having one hell of a season. And I look forward to the challenge of going over there, travelling, being in their gym, and familiarising ourselves with the wonderful people of Christchurch.
Thank you.
Cheers. There we are.